Hey y'all, what's up? So I just ran across a video where it was talking about controlling your reaction when the narc is trying to, like, I guess record you and stuff like that, so they can show people that you really do be acting crazy and things like that. Now, I don't know if my narc was recording me, but what he did do was he would get on the phone and call somebody in a heartbeat. And as I'm talking or I'm, acting out or whatever, he got them listening to me. And so, like, he may have recorded me because I only cut up with him twice. The time before this time and then this time. All the other times I just let him, I just asked why. Why are you leaving? What's the deal? You know what I'm saying? But he would always get on the phone and call somebody and just be sitting there on the phone talking to them like nothing is going on. And then, he would be interacting with them. And then I guess he would mute the phone when he get ready to say something. Because, I mean, it got to a point where I was ready to fight him. Because I'm like, you sitting on your phone telling these lies and you know that's not how the story is going. But all these years I sat here and let you say what you wanted to say. I let you tell your lies. And now that I'm speaking up, you want to record me or you want to make it seem like, oh, I always been acting crazy. This how she always be. You see what I'm saying? And that's how he was talking to the person on the phone. He was like, you see what I'm saying? She want to control me. I don't want to control you. I never could control you. I'm simply telling you that how you're carrying yourself in a relationship is not the way that you do it. You doing it all wrong. You acting as if we're not a couple. Even though with him playing the games, we really wasn't. Because clearly the person on the other end of the phone is probably his girlfriend too. Because why I say that? Because I've been that same person on the other end of that phone. Seeing him through his whole little relationship and how he lied on that girl and told me she was doing this and she was doing that and was lying the whole time. She might was doing some of the things, but she wasn't doing it to the extent that he was doing it, because they blow things up out of proportion. I'm telling you, he lied about everything. And we not talking about the crackhead. We talking about the last narc that I was just with. So he would lie about everything. And so the people on the other end was just like me, believing everything he was saying until I seen otherwise. See, it took me to see a whole bunch of stuff before I could actually realize that this man been playing mind games with me the whole time. Because I walked in on him having a conversation one day with the girl who he was just with, that he left her for me. And so this day I was cleaning up the bathroom. He was in the living room talking on the phone with her. And I tell you, I don't know exactly who he was talking to on the phone, but because of the conversation, the things that he was saying, it let me know it was him. It was her who he was talking to. The key words was grandma, your grandmother, a cat, Walmart, 2 jobs, and your stinking granddaddy. Those were all clues to let me know that he was talking to this girl. And because I've heard him when he was talking to me when I was on the other end of on the outside of the window looking in, those were some of the things that he would use to say about her. You know what I'm saying? So those were clues for me to let me know who he talking about. And then I started picking up those type of things with all the other women that he was talking about. So I can pinpoint who he talking to on the phone. And he didn't believe me when I said that. I could tell him who he's talking to, because I done did this with him over and over and over again, and he don't change up the way he do things. I didn't get to meet these women, but through the conversations that he's had with them and with me, I can pinpoint who he's talking to. He don't have real names, even in his phone. So if you go through his phone and you thinking you finna try to find out who he was talking to and think you got a name, everybody got a nickname in his phone, including his mama, his sister, Everybody, even I, had a nickname in his phone. Nobody in his phone went by their real name. So you will never know who you talk about. But I peeped game after all of these years of dealing with him. I knew who was who because I've seen it so many times. But he would lie and say, oh no, that's my prayer warriors. He had a whole lot of prayer warriors, but ain't nobody praying for him. And I'm like, you got all these prayer warriors. I say, nah, your prayer warriors and my prayer warriors operate differently. I said, because yeah, even though they're his personal, stay with me, y'all, these ain't prayer warriors. These are women that he's dating. These is his supplies that he talking about is his prayer warriors. So giving him the benefit of the doubt, if these was his real prayer warriors, I said to him, your prayer warriors move way different from my prayer warriors, because if your prayer warriors were on the right side of things and they seeing how you're operating and seeing how I'm operating, they would have been telling you that you need to get your stuff together, or either try to bring us together to, counsel us or have conversations with us about the relationship or whatever, since you got so much to say about it. But no, because these weren't prayer warriors. These was all his supplies. So he would tell me they're his prayer warriors, so that way he's able to sit and talk on the phone in front of me to these people. But all he was doing was gossiping, y'all. He gossiped with his mama. He gossiped with everybody he got on the phone, but had the nerve to call me a gossiper. I'm like, no, bruh. You sit on the phone and gossip all day long like a woman. When you go back in town to see his mama, them, all they doing is talking about he know everybody business. When I tell you he was attentive to all the wrong things, but couldn't tell me nothing about myself. Wasn't paying attention to me, but he could tell me all the things that he ain't supposed to know. He knew everybody business in the neighborhood, y'all. I lied to you not. I done told y'all this before. He knew all the people in the neighborhood, and when the chips boiled down, when everything started coming to a light, and he tried to make me look crazy, it turned out to be him who in the streets looking crazy. And that was the first time I felt like, okay, I'm getting somewhere, because he's lied so many times and I've never had anything to stand on, no proof, no nothing. It's just always been what he say about me gotta be true. Whether these people know he lying and full of crap or whatever, they still cheered him on and made him think that he was right in the situation, and he wasn't. Except for that day out here in the street in our neighborhood, when he was looking for any and everybody to believe him in the lies that he was telling, when these people seen how I operated when he was not around, and they seen how I operated when he was around. So they looked him square dead in his face and like, man, no, you crazy. Yeah, you stupid is what they was calling him. That sent him into a spiral, a meltdown where I've never seen him before. This man looked like a broke, excuse my French, a broke dick dog walking down the road looking for anybody to believe him, and nobody believing him. He looked like he was lost. I ain't never seen him look that pitiful before. And all the stuff that he's done to me, he should have been looking pitiful to me all those other times. But this one time, I ain't never seen that man look so pitiful in my life. Till that day. And you know what I'm saying? Like, the way he would disrespect me and treat me and stuff, even when I was telling him about himself, I still felt bad inside of me for talking to him the way that I did, because I really had respect for him. I really had respect for him. But you can't have respect for no narc. You can't. I'm telling y'all, I was the nicest they can come. It ain't gonna change nothing. You can be as nice as you want to. All that's telling them is that, yeah, I can play on her even more. Yeah, I got her sucked in. I got her locked in. I can play with her even more. She like me like that. She really like me. That's what they be feeling like. But yeah, I don't know. He probably have recorded me a couple times when I, like, this last time he probably did, because he was sitting with his back up against the wall, and he was sitting with his phone, and then he'll have his tablet at 1 minute. And so at this point, he ain't on the phone with nobody. I don't know what he doing behind the screen over there, but at one point I did lean over and put my head in his lap, which is crazy, because when I go there, y'all, ain't no, when I'm on my a-hole stuff, ain't no pulling me out of there until I'm ready to calm down. And so at that point, I was on my a-hole stuff, and I wanted him to do something. I was ready. I was finna lay him out. But he didn't, you know what I'm saying? He did, but he ain't really, it wasn't enough, you know. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I was ready to put pause on him. But because I didn't know what he was doing over there, and I wasn't sure if he was recording me or not. And so what I did was I just stretched myself out across the bed, because he was sitting close enough where his knees is touching the bed, but he's sitting in the chair up against this door right here. And I just went and reached over him and laid my head in his lap so I could see what he doing in his tablet, whether he taking pictures of me or whatever he doing, you know what I'm saying? Because he's sitting here smirking at me, for one. So I'm like, okay, you really testing my gangster. You want me to fight you. You want me to fight you. I'm trying to let you just get out of here in one piece without, you know, any chaos going on, but you won't leave me alone. You won't let lion dogs lay. So now I'm gonna have to mess with you, because you was actually talking about he wasn't gonna be able to leave. He was gonna actually have to stay for a week until he get his money. Oh no, bro, you gonna have to get up out of here quicker than that. And that's what I was doing. I was trying to push him out faster, because I'm not gonna sit here with you for no whole week while you doing the things that you're doing to me, that you do all the time. No, I'm not gonna sit through that this time. You've had the show. When Rihanna said take a bow, he had his moment. The curtains have closed. I'm no longer watching the show anymore. So like I said, you know what I'm saying, he could have been recording me. I just peeked my head over just to make sure, you know what I'm saying, because didn't know that it was really a thing. I just know he would get on the phone to call somebody so that they could actually hear live and in living color what's actually going on, versus him, you know, just voice recording me or whatever he doing, because they can't see over the phone if he's mouthing things to me. You know what I'm saying? If he's saying things under his breath to me to make me react, they can't see that. So he won't record it, because he wants everybody to believe that it's just all you. Just you. But I never thought about recording him either. And that's what they were saying in the video too, is that, you know, document when the narcissist is doing different things, and, you know, just keep yourself documentation just like they do. So that way when it all fall out, you know what I'm saying, he got his recordings and you got your recordings. And that way all you getting from his recording is what you're doing. And then what you getting from your recordings is everything that he's doing, along with what you're doing to retaliate back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I didn't think about recording him at all. None of the times, because the first times that this stuff was happening, him running in and out, I didn't understand what was going on. I just think, you know, it was easy for me to let him back in, because we shared a place. We shared a lease. So if he wanted to come back, I'm not going to deny him coming back, because I thought that I couldn't do that. But now that I know, and I'm a lot wiser, baby, I done snatched him off that thing real quick. Oh, no, you don't live here no. You abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore. Out of here. Done. It's a wrap. Finito, is that what they say? I don't know. I be listening to Cisco. Whatever Cisco said on that song. Finito. Yeah, I guess that's goodbye. Or it's out of here, or it's over. One of them, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah. So if you got the opportunity to record an art that you're still dealing with, and going through all of the crazy emotions that you go through with these narcissists, record your stuff. Make some documentations. in case they want to do that smear campaign and put your name all out there in the streets and try to make you seem like you crazy and that you're the one lying. You got your proof to keep your sanity. Because if I had proof, I probably wouldn't have dwindled in so deep with the thing. But because I didn't keep that proof in the documentations, I had to learn the hard way. So don't be like me. It's sources out here for you. Take heed. I'm telling you, because I know it ain't easy to just walk up out of one. You got to do what you got to do till you get to a place where you can do so. But while you in it and you thinking about leaving and you just ain't sure just yet, baby, take up all the resources that you can get until that time comes. Then when it do, put all that stuff that you learned together, baby, and storm up out of that thing. Leave them there with their jaw dropped. I ain't think she was gonna do it, or I ain't think he was gonna do it. Leave them stuck like Chuck. Yep. So yeah, that's all I wanted to tell y'all, and I hope y'all having a great day. I don't know if where you were, you got to experience the solar eclipse, you know what I'm saying? From the videos that I seen, it looked awesome. It was beautiful. I didn't get a totality of the solar eclipse. I just got a partial, but the sky dimmed a little bit, just like somebody clicked the sun, like somebody clicked the sun switch and just dimmed the lights just a little bit. So like all them times I was like, Lord, if you just cut the light down just a little bit, just cut the sun down just a little bit. That's what it felt like today for me. Like somebody clicked the switch one good time and just dimmed the sun just a little bit, just enough where I can still see and it ain't super duper hot. So y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I thank you guys for everything that you're doing. You know what I always say, fall in love with yourself every single day, even if it's one step at a time or a little bit at a time. Make sure you fall in love with yourself every day because you deserve it and you're worth it. Love you. Mwah. Have a good day.